Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tastefully Balanced. I'm Miriam and I'm back with another Trader Joe's haul. You'll notice that I'm doing these way more frequently just because I do go to the grocery store on a weekly basis for the entire week, and then since you seem to enjoy it, I just want to put that out there more frequently so you have content to watch. So if you guys love haul videos, please subscribe and keep watching. All right, welcome back. So let's go ahead and get started. On this side, I just have a big bag of cuties or mandarin oranges. They looked good, and I won't be going to Costco anytime soon, so I just grabbed them from Trader Joe's. Beautiful flowers. This time around, my husband went with me to the grocery store, so he picked these out and said that, you know, since I always get to pick out my own flowers, that he would pick them out this time. But he picked a beautiful bouquet, and usually I only just get one type or whatever, so I do like the change and the colorfulness. So yeah, beautiful flowers. All right, so on this side, right at the top, I have some baby spinach. Since I won't be going to Costco anytime soon, I just grabbed them from Trader Joe's. We put this in our smoothies, we'll put it in our breakfast eggs, anything, but lately it's been mostly in our smoothies, so we go through a lot of spinach. So I had to restock because we ran out, and you know, a green smoothie isn't quite green without your spinach. Next up, I've got some hamburger buns. These are just whole wheat hamburger buns. I am going to be making some turkey burgers later tonight and throughout the week as our dinner meal prep. So just need some burger buns. We usually just freeze any leftovers that we have. Honestly, any type of bread product that you have, stick it in the freezer because they thaw out beautifully. I just put them in the toaster and it's beautiful, perfect, and then I'm not wasting bread by it becoming moldy. So perfect hack if you don't do it already. Got some green cabbage. My favorite thing to do with this is add some tomatoes to it, some onions, green onions probably, and then put a sesame dressing on it. And I just love it on the side of my dinner. It's perfect. It's a nice healthy side, and I don't know, it's already shredded, so I don't have to buy a huge thing and, you know, waste maybe some of it. Even though I will tell you, cabbage does last a pretty long time, so if you do buy a huge head, it's okay, just put it in the fridge, it'll still be good. Just mangoes. Haven't gotten this in a while, so decided to pick it up again. These are the ones that are just mangoes. Right next to it they have juicy mangoes or something like that. That one, the second ingredient is sugar, so I never get it because mangoes are delicious. They're already sweet as it is. No need to add sugar to it. So get the one that's just dried mangoes. Next up, I've got some soy chorizo. I get this because we love it. It's an easy protein to just throw into meals, and it thaws really fast, which is also why I like it, because sometimes meat, if I want to make something and thought of it right away or that night of, my meat doesn't thaw in time. So this way I can thaw this out and it's perfect. And yeah, usually what I do is if I don't really need it right away, I'll throw it in the freezer and it's good to go. All right, next up I've got these vegetable masala burgers. This is something that I've also talked about a lot. I get it all the time. Anytime we have a barbecue and there are people that are vegetarian or vegan, I bring this along because this is so good. It's delicious. It's got really nice flavors. I love the potato and the masala that's in this. So highly recommend if you haven't tried this already. It's delicious. Keep it in your freezer because it's also just a quick meal if you're tight for time. All right, next up I've got these two protein bars, or I'm not even sure if they're really protein bars, but they're just bars and they're local. So one is Honey Mama's Honey Cocoa Bar and the other one is Honey Mama's Honey Cocoa Bar, and they go in the refrigerator. So one is truffle flavor and one is nibs and coffee, and they're right by the other bars that I've been trying out, the ones that are the peanut butter and the coffee, or I think it was chocolate flavor, but they're thick and a little bit on the dry side for me personally, which is why I probably won't try it again, but these were right next to it, so I figured why not go ahead and give it a try. All right, next up I've got marshmallows. So these are awesome marshmallows because they do not have any gelatin in them and it's just tapioca starch instead, which is great because gelatin is an animal product. We don't always know where it's coming from. So these are awesome if you are wary of that. And then we're going on a trip soon, so this would be perfect to have around a campfire with all your friends. Yes, I still have s'mores and I still absolutely love them. So that is why I got some more marshmallows. All right, bananas. Nothing really special about bananas except that we go through them in our smoothies on its own, mostly in our smoothies because it does add such a nice creaminess to it. I also made some breakfast cookies out of these recently because once they start getting too brown, I can't really use them fresh. And I can still freeze them, but they get a little mushy even when you're trying to put it in a Ziploc bag before the freezer. So I just had to pick up some more bananas. Next up, I've got some pearl tomatoes because we ran out of tomatoes. And one thing though that I just noticed, and probably why I shouldn't have gotten these, is that my garden outside actually looks like it has quite a bit of tomatoes that are turning red finally. I have totally neglected my garden this year. I was so good last year. We had huge tomato plants last year. This year, not so much. It's pretty, we were gone a lot of June and no one was here to really water them or take care of them. So they didn't really flourish as much as they do previous years, but we still have tomatoes and I am excited to try them out because they're always so good and so sweet when you grow them yourselves. So yes, anyways, tomatoes, I love putting it in everything and also just having them on its own, but that's me. All right, next up I've got this spicy jalapeno chicken sausage or hot dog. I love this because it's one of the few ones that are not in a pork casing. All the other ones have pork in them. This one does not, so I get it a lot. And yeah, it's delicious. I like to cut them up and put them in things, and it's an easy protein when you don't have something already thawed out. So yes, you will notice that I sometimes make dinner on the fly, and when you make dinner on the fly, it's kind of hard if you want to put a protein and meat in. All right, couple bags of apples and pears. They're both in season right now. These are Bartlett pears that I found at the store. They look great. I love when pears get super juicy, so I do like to have them outside, but you will notice that as soon as one turns juicy, the entire batch turns juicy, and then you have to eat them really fast. But I love pears during this time of year. And then the next are just apples. So in the other bag, there was just apples. My husband loves apples, so no surprise that he got a bunch of apples for himself. All right, just a couple more items left. So this is a roasted cauliflower and cheese ravioli. Sounds very delicious. Cannot wait to try these. I've been trying all the fresh ones to see which one is my favorite. So far, the truffle mushroom has a strong lead, but that's probably because I love the flavor of truffle. It's just so good. Anyways, but yes, this one is a stuffed pasta with roasted cauliflower and cheese that I'm very excited to try. I love having these on hand nowadays just because it's such a quick way of making a nice rounded dinner. So love this and I can't wait to try it. All right, and the last item I have is not really that exciting. It's just these mints that I found right at the counter and I was intrigued about. It's cucumber watermelon vela mints and some mints. It's cucumber, it's watermelon, it's everything that screams summer, right? So I figured why not give it a try. There is one thing that I've been debating about getting every single time that I've gone the last few times. It's this mint watermelon black tea. Don't know if you guys seen it. Is it black tea or green tea? I'm not quite sure, but I see it every single time. It sounds so refreshing, so good. One of my favorite things to have if I have bad watermelons, the ones that are very mushy when you cut them, is to blend it up and put a little bit of mint in it. It's such a good drink. I shared it last year with you when I was talking about all my favorite summer drink ideas, and now I forget why I was telling you that. Oh, because of the tea. So it's $4.99 for I think a bag of 20 tea bags or something like that. I have so many teas that I really am trying not to buy any more and to finish up my stock because, you know, tea also has a lifespan. Maybe I'll get them next time. For now, I got these watermelon cucumber mints as a replacement. I don't know. All right, there you guys go. That is my very quick and dirty Trader Joe's haul from this week. I hope you enjoy that. The hauls are coming more frequently, even if they're a tiny bit smaller than usual. And if you do, I will put in an entire playlist of all my hauls in the description box below. So if you guys love haul videos, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, live life tastefully balanced.